The 2025 Honda Shadow Phantom is a motorcycle that carries forward the proud tradition of Honda's classic cruisers, combining old-school styling with modern reliability and everyday usability. For decades, the Shadow lineup has been a go-to choice for riders who want a cruiser that looks the part, feels timeless, but doesn't demand the compromises or sky-high costs that some competitors bring. With this year's Shadow Phantom, Honda has refined the formula once again, keeping its loyal fan base happy while also appealing to new riders who want a straightforward, easy-to-ride cruiser. At first glance, the Shadow Phantom looks exactly like what you expect from a cruiser: a low, long, and lean, with plenty of attitude. The bike has a minimalist, stripped-down style that Honda has emphasized even more for 2025. Matte finishes dominate the paintwork, with options in classic black, matte gray, and a new deep crimson red that really pops under sunlight. The Phantom doesn't drown new in chrome like some old-school cruisers. Instead, Honda keeps the look darker and meaner, with blacked-out engine cases, exhausts, and wheels. The bobber-inspired stance is also immediately noticeable, thanks to the chopped fenders and fat front tire. The ergonomics are designed to match the bike's laid-back look. Riders get a low seat height of around 25.8 inches, which makes the Shadow Phantom accessible for almost anyone. Shorter riders will appreciate how easy it is to flat-foot at stops, and taller riders won't feel cramped thanks to forward-placed foot pegs and wide handlebars that stretch out comfortably. This is one of those bikes you can hop on and instantly feel at home, whether you've been riding for years or just starting out. Underneath that tough cruiser styling is Honda's proven 745cc liquid-cooled V-twin engine. It's not a powerhouse by modern standards, but that's never been the point of the Shadow. This engine puts out smooth, manageable power with plenty of low-end torque, making it ideal for relaxed city cruising or highway runs at moderate speeds. Riders will find that the Phantom has just enough punch to keep things exciting without ever being intimidating. The throttle response is predictable and forgiving, which is why so many new riders find the Shadow lineup perfect as a first big bike. The engine is paired with a 5-speed transmission, which might sound a little old-school compared to 6-speed gearboxes, but the gearing is well matched to the cruiser's character. In lower gears, the bike pulls with authority, while the higher gears are tall enough to make highway cruising relaxed. Honda has tuned the exhaust system to give the V-twin a deeper, throatier note than you'd expect from a middleweight engine, and while it won't rattle windows like a Harley, it has enough presence to make you smile every time you twist the throttle. One of the most appreciated aspects of the Shadow Phantom is how easy it is to ride. The clutch pull is light, the gearbox shifts smoothly, and the power delivery is linear. For riders who commute in city traffic, this bike doesn't demand much effort, and when it's time to hit open roads, it delivers a relaxed, enjoyable cruising experience. This is the kind of motorcycle that makes you want to take the long way home, just to enjoy the journey a little longer. Suspension duties are handled by a conventional telescopic fork in the front and dual shocks in the rear. While this setup is fairly traditional, it matches the cruiser formula perfectly. The suspension is tuned on the softer side, soaking up bumps and road imperfections, but still offering enough control for cornering. Nobody buys a Shadow Phantom expecting sport bike handling, but what they do get is stability, predictability, and comfort. Whether you're carving gentle curves or just rolling straight down the highway, the bike feels planted and confidence-inspiring. Braking performance is solid as well. Honda equips the Shadow Phantom with a front disc brake and a rear drum brake. Some riders may be surprised to see a drum brake in 2025, but Honda insists that it keeps costs down while still providing adequate stopping power. To enhance safety, the Phantom also features standard ABS in most markets, giving riders peace of mind during sudden stops or in slippery conditions. In terms of weight, the bike tips the scales at just under 550 pounds wet. While that may sound hefty for new riders, the low center of gravity makes it feel much lighter in practice. Maneuvering the bike at low speeds or pushing it around a parking lot is surprisingly easy, which is another reason why the Shadow lineup has remained popular among entry-level cruiser fans. Another highlight of the Shadow Phantom is its practicality. The bike delivers impressive fuel economy for a cruiser, averaging around 56 miles per gallon, thanks to its efficient V-twin engine. With a 3.7-gallon fuel tank, you can expect a range of roughly 180 to 200 miles on a full tank, which is more than enough for weekend rides or daily commutes. Maintenance is also straightforward and affordable, a hallmark of Honda engineering. Many riders choose the Shadow specifically because they know it will be reliable year after year, with very little fuss. The instrumentation on the 2025 model stays classic. A large analog speedometer dominates the dash, with a small digital display tucked inside to show odometer, trip meter, and basic indicators. There's no giant TFT screen or fancy electronics package here, but that's intentional. The Shadow Phantom is all about simplicity and old-school appeal. You don't need riding modes, traction control, or connectivity features to enjoy this bike, yet the raw riding experience is its selling point. Comfort is another strength. The seat is plush and well padded, making longer rides easy on the back and hips. The riding triangle keeps your arms and legs in a natural, relaxed position, and wind buffeting is minimal at cruising speeds. For riders who want to tour with the Phantom, aftermarket accessories like saddlebags, windscreens, and passenger backrests are readily available, and Honda's wide dealer network ensures that upgrades are easy to find. Now let's talk about performance in real-world scenarios. Around town, the Shadow Phantom shines. Its torque-rich engine makes pulling away from stoplights effortless, and its nimble feel at low speeds makes urban riding a breeze. On highways, the bike cruises comfortably at 65 to 70 miles per hour, though you may find it working harder above that range. This isn't a high-speed touring machine, but it's more than capable of handling long stretches of open road. On twisty back roads, it surprises you with how composed it feels, thanks to its well-balanced chassis and confidence-inspiring handling. The price of the 2025 Honda Shadow Phantom is another key factor in its appeal. Honda has priced it at around $8,500, making it one of the most affordable cruisers in its class. For riders who want the cruiser look and feel without spending Harley or Indian money, the Phantom delivers tremendous value. It gives you timeless styling, a proven engine, and Honda's reputation for reliability, all in a package that won't drain your bank account. So what makes the 2025 Shadow Phantom stand out in today's crowded cruiser market? First, it's approachable. Many modern cruisers have gotten larger, heavier, and more complex, leaving beginner and intermediate riders with fewer options. The Phantom fills that gap perfectly. Second, it offers the kind of low-maintenance ownership experience that's rare in the cruiser segment. You don't need to worry about constant adjustments, overheating, or expensive parts. It just works. And third, it nails the cruiser aesthetic without being over the top. It has that stripped-down, bobber-inspired look that appeals to younger riders, while still being classic enough for older enthusiasts. Honda has managed to keep the Shadow Phantom relevant for decades by sticking to what works: a smooth V-twin engine, approachable ergonomics, and iconic cruiser styling. The 2025 model continues that tradition while offering a few modern touches like ABS and refined finishes. It's not a bike that's trying to outgun the competition with outrageous specs, but rather one that delivers a balanced, reliable, and stylish ride. In short, the 2025 Honda Shadow Phantom is the kind of motorcycle that proves less really can be more. It's affordable, dependable, stylish, and fun to ride. Whether you're a first-time cruiser buyer, a returning rider, or just someone who wants a motorcycle that looks cool and rides even better, the Phantom deserves a spot on your short list. Honda may not have reinvented the wheel here, but they've perfected a formula that continues to win over riders year after year.